Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I've got another WORKPRO utility knife for you, this one with the added bonus of having a ratcheting bit driver built into it. It is a non-reversible. Instead what you do is just turn the handle around. And the handle is made of aluminum. It's a nice thick aluminum, so there's some weight to this thing. It uses a button lock, and that is both for opening and closing the knife, and that's probably important when you're also using it as a bit driver. The number of teeth, I don't know. Let's find out together. So I'm going to hold it still here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 probably. 7 times 4, 28 tooth, something like that. Another thing with this is it has a magnet, a single magnet that's kind of playing both sides. And that should be enough to hold a bit in there. And it actually is, but it's not super strong. You can see I can't even lift the knife with that. Even though it's an N45 magnet, which is on the strong side of the neodymium magnet ratings, you can see inside there what they've done to clamp that in, unfortunately. See if I can get that to focus. See those little black areas? And the silver center. What that's done is it's created an air gap, basically. And that gap has the problem, the result of keeping the bit from being able to touch the magnet. And anytime you move, even just a fraction above the surface of a magnet, you lose a bunch of the strength. So it definitely holds the magnet in, but not by a lot. So if they could find a better way to attach that magnet, then they would be able to have a much stronger magnetic connection. But you can use it with other things. Here it is with a socket, a bit socket. In fact, this is one of those short or stubby ones that came with the Klein ratcheting bit driver, little teeny weeny socket or teeny weeny bits. So if I put a standard bit in here, this is what it looks like, and if I put a short bit there, so you can see kind of the difference there. As far as using it, definitely close it. Although you might be tempted, if you really needed to take the blade out, you know, and turn it into more of a T-handle. But in general, you push button. And speaking of push buttons, that push button lock is really popular right now. Here's another Civivi knife I'll be working with. Neat little one that's got the push button. It's kind of like half an access lock. Makes it a lot easier to operate with essentially one thumb. But anyway, if I'm using this thing, if you leave something on the other side, you will notice it. But definitely you can certainly ratchet something in and out. And that's a pretty handy thing. Although it's definitely not as handy because you have to take these out probably to carry this. It's about $18.99, so 19 bucks. Comes with 10 other bits here. As well as 10 additional blades. I think it's on its way. There's a little bit more that could be done. I do like the quality of this thing. I like the size, the fit in the hand. Seems to hold the blade on nice and tight. The ratcheting, you know, that's good enough for something like this. Seems to be strong enough. I did apply some pressure using the socket. Oh, and it does come with one extension here. But it would be nice maybe to have bit storage somehow, just one little bit, even, you know, a number 2 Phillips or something. But also if they could, you know, get that magnetic connection a little bit stronger. They've done it on both sides, and unfortunately that causes that air gap in there. Let's see how we can get that to focus right there. You see those little black things? That's unfortunate. That's huge, actually. If you put a bit in this way, I mean, look at that. You can see, and just on the tip, the little tip of the Phillips is almost enough to lift this. So there's plenty of juice on that magnet, but you need to be able to touch it to get there. Anyway, kind of nice. I like the WORKPRO utility knives. They're really simple. They're inexpensive. They are functional, and obviously when you're working with a utility knife, a lot of it, once the blade's in solid, if you got a good handle, it all comes down to the quality of the blade you put on it. And that means that there's a lot of similarities depending on what you throw in there, you know, between WORKPRO and the big names. But anyway, there it is. I'll put a link to this. I don't know, I doubt it would sell out on Amazon like my my bits yesterday did. That was kind of wild. Sorry about that. Still haven't heard back, but I have heard in the comments that other people in the past had gotten round bits like that, around bases, but no, I haven't seen a picture of one, and I don't know why they would do that. But anyway, there you go. The WORKPRO 2-in-1 folding utility knife with 1/4-inch ratcheting bit driver. Probably a decent EDC knife, maybe a car knife. That might be better. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. And with that, Doc out.